Thank you. The gentleman from Florida, Mr. Franklin.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary, for being here. I apologize. We've all been bouncing back and forth, so I've got to get my head out of energy now and back into
Get to
ag.
agriculture, yes.
Appreciate your time, and ag is so critical to my state. Most people assume if you live in Florida, you either live at Disney World or at the beach.
That's
And I
right.
have to tell them, hey, we've got so much agriculture. I've got one of the largest agriculture districts east of the Mississippi, and I've got more cows than registered voters. But
Yeah.
thank you very much for your time here. I know you spoke earlier, and I apologize if I've missed it, if you've expanded further. But you talked about block grants. It's an important thing to the state of Florida. We're not as much about commodities as we are the specialty crops, and I
Right.
know what we grow and do doesn't fit as neatly into some of the other programs. It is vitally important to us. But to add a little more, I'm very excited that we've got some more information forthcoming, hopefully today, and money rolling out soon. But since I came to Congress 4 years ago, 4 hurricane seasons ago, we've had 6 named hurricanes in Florida. I, alongside our entire 28-member delegation, this is something that we agree on wholeheartedly, supported H.R. 662 in the 118th Congress, would have allowed USDA to implement block grants for the money approved for the 2022 year ag losses. Passed the House, didn't get through the Senate. We didn't get the 60 votes that we needed there, so it died. Following Hurricanes Milton and Helene last fall, I led a letter to Secretary Vilsack requesting that the block grants be utilized in disaster aid for 23 and 24. Again, we got the entire delegation on it, including now Secretary of State Rubio and Senator Scott, and again, crickets from USDA. We didn't get anything back from them. It's vitally important to us. We've submitted a request for $2.5 billion in block grant authority on April 3rd, and I, along with Representative Kamak and Senators Scott and Moody, have sent you a letter. So, and I know you've been on the Hill testifying this week. You probably haven't seen that yet, but again, just underscoring how important it is to us. I know you said specific amounts are forthcoming, but can you comment at all about maybe how these block grants are going to be administered? Will the state have unilateral authority to divvy up that money? Will they be allocated to specific crop participants or users? Anything you could give my folks I know at home are desperate to get
Right.
information.
It is my understanding, if I'm wrong about this, I will follow up with the entire committee because this affects every single person. But we have for the last 8 to 12 weeks been negotiating. Negotiating is probably a strong word. Collaborating with your ag secretary and with some of your leadership in your state. Every state will look a little bit differently, which is why this is so complicated. This isn't like ECAP where there's one formula, you enter the portal, in 3 days you get paid. This is different. But I think a tremendous amount of work has been done. We will triple check on Florida and let you know exactly where that is in the process. But as later today at a press conference, I'll be talking a little bit more about this. But the most important thing is that money will begin to move by the end of this month. And we believe everything will be paid out within a month or two after that, so by this summer. And that we are, again, it's very, very complicated, but our team is working around the clock. Would love any feedback you have on that. But again, we will follow up directly with you and anyone else on the committee that's working for their constituents on this.
thank
We
you.
know there are hurting farmers that can't pay their bills
Absolutely.
because of this money. And so
it's
if I
kind
have
of-
to go in myself and I will do it.
Unfortunately now it's such a cash flow issue that only those, folks are spending their own money down
That's
to
right.
nothing. And a lot of them are literally selling the farm because they just can't hold out any longer.
That's right.
Also want to thank you, big shout out for helping us fill our state FSA director. We've had a lot of challenges. I know other states have, but in Florida we
Yeah.
particularly have. And with the nature of the hurricanes and people needing more support, we've got a great team, but they've been overworked and undermanned. So thank you very much for that. Florida ranks as 16th in the U.S. for agricultural cash receipts. I think you'd mentioned in your Senate testimony that you visited 15 states so far.
Yes.
So does that mean Florida may be your 16th? visit?
Yeah. Well, Nebraska is Monday, but Florida is soon after. I promise.
Okay, you don't have to win a Super Bowl ring to come on down to
I
Florida.
know. Very fair. That's
Okay.
fair.
All right, thank
Yeah,
you,
we're
Madam
coming.
Secretary.
Well, my goal, I head to England on Sunday as we begin the international travel to take our agriculture products to the world as we're negotiating and renegotiating these trade agreements. I mentioned I don't know that you were in here, but it's important to underscore the president's vision on realigning the world economy around American products. We are making so much progress, and it is all hands on deck. So in the coming couple of months, I'll be in England, I'll be in Asia, I'll be in South America, taking again our products to the world and to the government. I had Mexico in yesterday, so we are aggressive and we are working around the clock to fix all that. One quick thing, and hopefully of interest, Mr. Chairman, if you don't mind, to the letters. I've had a lot of feedback from many of people about unanswered letters. So we are working very hard. We've had 142 hit my desk since I started 83 days ago. To date, we've answered, I think, almost 80 of those 142, being very understaffed. I still don't love that number, but it's hopefully we're making progress. My goal is to turn letters around within 4 to 5 days upon receiving them, and hopefully we'll be able to hit that mark very, very quickly. If you can't